Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Quarterback may change this route. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's into the open down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Looking for room. It's Alvarado. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit.
Touchdown, Michigan! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Knights are in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on first down. Hines is tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Knights! A great catch and run for 6.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. They get him out of bounds, but not before he's crossed midfield and gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go with a direct snap. How about this sophomore, stopping him short of the first down line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Wolverines are on the move. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Release to the back. Working that left side now. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Got a little space. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
What a nice run there. From the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Alvarado. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got his man on the outside. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll try the right side. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Cornhole, 88. Line, trumpet.
This is a designed run. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little space. He's now up to 66 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They'll give it to him again. Crosses the 40. Flying out to the left. The 20. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Fakes to grab. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Knights in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Knights will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Quarterback making checks. On the snap, it's Farrell. Fights off the defender.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Turns it over to midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier is just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute now.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Oh, better look out. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. looking to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
He wants to change this route. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Farrell. Finding an escape route. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the direct snap, it's Farrell. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Now, I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot. And was his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They're setting up the screen, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Knights decide to punt it away. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Now sliding to his left. Creates a little room. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He breaks a tackle, driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Washington State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looks as if he's going to run it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Farrell. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Dances away. Plucks it out of the air. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Now on the move. First down and more. Still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.